guys, so I haven't made a video about veganism in a while, and a lot of you have been asking how I plan to eat. I'm currently in France, in case you didn't know. I'm going to be studying abroad for the semester, and France is not vegan friendly, unlike, say, Los Angeles or New York, which are more vegan friendly, where you're likely to find dedicated vegan or vegetarian restaurants all over the place. France is definitely not that. Animal products are a major part of the French diet, but it's still not impossible. Since I've only been here less than a week, I don't really have much to say as far as the availability. I did try out a great place today, and I got just like a quinoa bowl with some veggies, and it was delicious. But today I want to talk about vegan versus plant-based. So I've been vegan for more than a year and a half now, and when I first went vegan, I didn't tell anyone about it just because I wanted to be sure that I was going to stick to it before I decided to, I guess, come out as a vegan. Because you kind of have to make a big declaration because it's a lifestyle. It's something that you commit to. So, I mean, obviously you don't want to come out, especially in a public place like YouTube, and say, okay, I'm vegan, and then 2 weeks later, never mind. But I've been vegan since I went vegan. Anyway, because there's kind of a stigma around the word vegan, some vegans prefer to call themselves plant-based. So I just want to talk about the distinctions between the two and kind of what I think about the whole issue, calling yourself a vegan or not. First of all, some people get offended when someone calls veganism a diet and not a lifestyle. What I think is veganism is a diet, and it can also be a lifestyle. So I personally think you can be vegan, you can eat a vegan diet, and still not be perfectly vegan in all the other areas of your life, like say ethical things like leather or other animal products that maybe you use but don't eat. So in that way, it is possible for someone to have a vegan diet, and therefore I think it's fair for themselves to call themselves vegan or say that they eat vegan, but maybe they don't have a completely vegan lifestyle. Some people think that those people have no right to call themselves vegan, blah, blah, blah. I have no interest in arguing over who's vegan and who's not vegan enough. I just think it's good that people are moving in that direction. So anyway, because of the stigma about being called a vegan or not, some people just go, okay, I'm not gonna call myself vegan, I'm gonna call myself plant-based. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, it works. People usually know that they're kind of synonymous, it's kind of the same thing, but to me, vegan means you don't consume any animal products. A vegan diet means you don't have any animal products. A plant-based diet implies that plants are the base of your food. The thing is, I know, as sometimes a junk food vegan, that you can be vegan and still eat a lot of processed food. You can be vegan and eat a lot of junk. It's not healthy, but it's still vegan. If there are no animal products, it's still vegan no matter what. So if you're going to call yourself plant-based, your diet should be plant-based. Now, once again, I don't care to draw the line about like how much plants you need to eat to consider yourself plant-based, like whatever. But I'm just saying it implies that you eat mostly fruits and vegetables, etc., and some processed foods. But that's why I just think vegan is easier, because then, you know, vegan is a spectrum in itself, and there are so many other diets within veganism. You know, you can be more raw, you can be more processed, you can be a junk food vegan, you can be a flexible vegan, you can be a vegan who doesn't decide to put yourself on another scale, because there are just too many labels. Why do we need to label everything? Anyway, yeah. I just think it's so complicated to have to define, not only are you vegan, but you're this kind of vegan, or, oh, I'm not vegan, I'm plant-based, plus I don't wear leather, or like, you know, or I'm plant-based and I do wear leather, or, you know, whatever. And I guess there's a sector of vegans who call themselves ethical vegans, and it's just like, I've done a lot of transforming over the past, you know, year and a half that I've been vegan, and, you know, I've been really extreme and angry and aggressive toward people who aren't vegan, and, you know, tried to force people to just learn, like, learn, look at the information. Why don't you feel guilty about, you know, eating meat or whatever, animal products? And now I think I'm a lot more, definitely a lot more relaxed as far as like spreading vegan knowledge. I think there's this like hero mindset almost. I know it comes from a good place, but like spreading the vegan message, I love spreading information about veganism. I love spreading information about the animal agriculture industries. I love spreading truth, but spreading misinformation in the name of the vegan message is not okay. So I've kind of been stepping back, and that's why I don't make videos about veganism often, because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional. I don't know exactly the realities of every single farm, every single industry that produces some kind of animal product. I've seen documentaries, I know some things, but I can't say for sure definitively that I'm the expert. Who am I to try to teach people? You know, I can say, go watch these, look up these resources, but yeah, it's just kind of like a lofty thing. I like to call myself, I guess, a casual vegan. You know, if you'll ask me, oh, you're vegan, why? I'll go into it, I'll explain that, you know, I used to eat really badly and this has helped me health-wise, it's helped me feel better about my impact on the environment, and I've saved a lot of animals by not contributing to that demand. And I definitely could not call myself plant-based. I mean, I guess I could, but that's not the reality of my current diet. I wish it was. I need to work toward that. I definitely need to eat more plants. But right now, I would call myself carb-based, plus some vegan junk, plus, yeah, some fruits and vegetables. But it's like, that's way too complicated. I'm just not gonna do that. Anyway, I hope this is kind of an interesting conversation. Let me know what you guys think. I just think the vegan community on YouTube is very interesting, and I don't really care to be a part of it because I think it's polarizing a lot of the time. It can become very extreme. And, you know, just like people's political beliefs, when you are part of a community, it's really easy to ignore everybody else and forget that there are other people. So, you know, the vegan community on YouTube, or like the most popular vegans, whatever we're talking about, maybe the most extreme vegans, they don't represent all vegans in the world because all vegans are all different. Everybody eats different diets. You know, as long as it doesn't have animal products, you're vegan. That's what I think. Anyway, if you've watched this far, please comment. I don't know, man, I just love carbs. And by the way, I have been able to eat vegan. It is difficult. There's a lot of goodies in France and specialty foods that I can't have because they're not vegan, but it's fine. I mean, I experience that everywhere I go and I'm used to it, and I will eat whatever I can happily, knowing that my diet, my lifestyle has a good impact and it makes me feel good. That's all. Okay, thanks, bye.